Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
What does the nanny do?
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Do not twist my words. Do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Just look at the mountain. That's what you saw that day.
Just the knife in the kidneys over all these years and the sacrifices that I made to love you.
Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
Big boy panties.
Big old panties.
Big boy panties. Season 6, episode 3. This episode is titled Big Boy Panties.
I kind of hate that saying, but not really a fan of the saying big boy. All I picture is people with like whitey tighties up and over their like belly button right under their boobs.
Yeah.
And I didn't need to picture Kody that way is all I'm saying.
No, Kody in any panties. Yikes. Well, this episode starts with everyone gathering at Meri's house. All the adults are gathering for a meeting, of course. They have so many meetings. And, of course, they're going to be discussing My Sister Wife's Closet because, duh, that's what we're in the midst of. We just love My Sister Wife's Closet so much.
And that's their conference room for My Sister Wife's Closet is
Yes.
Meri's kitchen table.
At her kitchen table. Christine tells us that balancing all the things has proven to be too much. And her figuring out real estate would take too much time. As we learned, she didn't even know that she would actually have to do things when being a real estate agent. So that's fun. And so now she's going to shift her support back to My Sister Wife's Closet. We've got a lot of moving into and out of the closet. People coming in and going out of the closet.
Willingly and unwillingly.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that you didn't take note of the fact that Robyn has to explain to the viewer exactly what their boutique online business is.
Oh, I must have missed
She
that.
had like a 2-minute spiel about what an online business is and that they've got a boutique and that this boutique is an online store. And right now we're selling jewelry and we're thinking about adding clothing. And she had to explain to the viewer what an online boutique was.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not sure how I
can't
missed
believe
that.
she made it through it. But
was she able to actually explain what the store is to your understanding?
I mean, yeah, it felt like a producer said, can you give us a little background again on My Sister Wife's Closet? And that she, instead of describing specifically their store, described what an online boutique is.
That definitely sounds on brand for Robyn.
Yeah. She's like, how would I explain this to myself? How was this explained to me the first time I tried to understand and comprehend it? Kody told me.
Yes. Christine is looking at making T-shirts with the My Sister Wife's Closet logo on it. Oh, honey, T-shirt making. Tell me all about it.
Well, first of all, I want to say they're not just any T-shirts, they're frumpy T-shirts.
They're very frumpy.
Okay.
Very frumpy.
Kody has a big old gripe, a big old bone to pick with the frumpy T-shirts.
Yeah.
But I do know a thing or two about Cricut and Cricut Press.
Yes, absolutely.
And how to utterly fucking fail at one of the easiest things to do with your Cricut, which is create iron-ons.
Iron-ons. Well, listen, you're in process of making the towels for our giveaway.
Yep.
They look beautiful. The things that I've seen that aren't trashy and terrible looking,
That
they
aren't
look great. Yeah, they look great. And we're so excited to be reading some of our mustard seeds and shit stains coming up on upcoming episodes. But, I would call your towels frumpy, so that makes sense.
I would just say to the winners of this giveaway that I love you very much and please appreciate this. And I'm so sorry if they don't last long in the wash.
But know that they took hours and hours, and there was a lot of care that went into these
And that I
towels.
almost got divorced over it.
Oh,
No, that's too far. No. But
Well,
I probably did about Meri level on this.
Okay. Well,
You know?
so hemming and hawing and then finding something and
Yeah.
making it. Kody is not interested in cheapening their brand with frumpy t-shirts. So cheapening my sister wife's closet, it is too expensive. We know that. I'm not sure that means it's not cheap. It's just overpriced, but whatever.
Yeah, the cheapening of the website by putting frumpy t-shirts on is so... They get into it here. Christine and him go back and point, and she needs to say, well, I didn't say it was going to be a frumpy t-shirt.
No.
It's like, that's actually not something you ever would say about something you're making. He's just inferring that it will probably just look like a everyday frumpy t-shirt because she doesn't even have a design.
No.
They don't think that the Sister Wives Closet design is ready yet.
Right.
So it would just be a logo, Christine says, whatever the fuck that means, because you've got Janelle and Kody saying that the logo's not ready or something.
Yeah.
And then you've got her saying, well, it would just be simple and the logo. Like, what the...
Right. Like their odd bear paw thing.
Their bear paw thing. Yeah. I just repeated.
Well, whatever that thing is, it's like,
It's
I
like
guess
the
that would be their
knuckle
logo.
thing.
Yeah.
What I imagine when I see their logo is they're supposed to be making people out of it. And I imagine the little peg people or people you'd make out of clothespins in like an elementary school craft.
Little
right?
people in the steeple. The
people in the steeple.
It's an unattractive logo. And yes, Janelle is definitely saying our logo is not something that's branded enough that we can just sell t-shirts that have
Right.
it. I mean, it's 4 humps on a lump or 4 dots on a whatever.
4 humps on
four dots on some knuckles. It's weird. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Look, it is funny because Christine's like, well, we could list frumpy t-shirts and frumpy dresses and frumpy bags.
And frumpy skirts. Yeah.
So she's really trying to take Kody to town on this frumpy business.
And she's really just like insulting Janelle left and right here. And I'm like, girl, what's your problem with Janelle?
Janelle, the queen of the frump.
Queen of the frump.
Janelle tells everyone at the meeting, though, in this very important business meeting, that she can get aprons made in a week by a woman-owned business. Aprons. So this apron thing has come up before. Apparently, aprons are a hot commodity amongst sister wives and people that think they're sister wives, even though they're not.
Trad wives.
Trad wives, yeah. Yeah, I don't have
This was
sister
before
wives,
the
but I'm
trad
really
wife.
obsessed with the brand, and I really want an apron.
I would rather wear a t-shirt of my favorite thing. Like, I own so many t-shirts from things. I don't think I own a single apron from anything.
Yeah, and you love a frumpy t-shirt, that's for sure.
I do. I love me a big old frumpy t-shirt over some leggings or some shorts. But you know what I love me even more?
What? Robyn.
Cooking naked in an apron.
Oh, yes.
That has the bear paw of my sister wives on it, and it's made out of canvas.
See, I have an apron that says, I love pig butts and I cannot lie, right?
I like that.
And I've cooked naked in that. So if I would have had my sister wife's closet apron, I would have felt even more sensuous and ready for my man. Making him the bacon and being like, I'm ready for you, honey. Take me from behind in my apron.
I want everyone to know that when we talk about the My Sister Wives Closet logo, we keep putting up our hands only to the first knuckle because that's what it looks like. And that Chris just did that and then put it over his heart.
Yes. Is it like an E? Is this E in sign language? It's like you're making an E or whatever letter.
Even know.
L-E. I don't know, whatever letter this is.
To me, this means I had an accident with a saw.
I lost all my fingers.
And I regret it deeply.
And now Chris is putting it over his heart.
And he
where
puts
my
it...
sister wife's closet lives. And that's where it lives for Robyn. Robyn's looking for a new manufacturer for the jewelry. And I'm wondering what happened with their old manufacturer. I wonder if he was a scum-sucking rodent. Ooh. I wonder if he was evil and embezzling money.
We did kind of call it out. Is it the guy that made the prototype that was actually doing it? Because we kind of called out the fact that he seemed a little skeevy.
We did say he was part of the mob and definitely killed people in the past, allegedly. So it does make sense that they'd be looking for a new vendor.
Is his business closed? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yeah, the Browns touched it and he went under. So this woman-owned business, a lady who works with her ex-husband.
Kody has to say first, it probably helps she's a woman because Robyn and Meri have been looking for a new manufacturer to cut costs or lower costs.
Yes.
And they're talking about how they might get her to a lower, cost of making it. And Kody says it probably helps she's a woman, with the My Sister Wives closet. And then Robyn says, well, she works with her ex-husband. And then Kody comes back and jokes about him and the guy having grumbling man talk while the women work on the jewelry. Oh, my God.
Yep, they'll just be grumbling in the background while the women slave away for My Sister Wife's closet.
Complaining about it.
And this is where Robyn comes in with our episode title. You can just put on your big boy panties and just dull with it.
Dull with it.
Dull with it. So from the big boy panties to dulling with it. Robyn Brown.
Kody takes it on the chin and makes a joke himself about being in his big boy panties, as he has to do.
Can I just have my big boy panties?
And I'm over here thinking, we find out that this business is literally named after the woman, and basically her ex-husband works for her. And then Kody is saying him and the guy would be off to the side grumbling while their wives make them fucking money, and even their ex-wife makes them fucking money.
Right.
Okay.
It is rather multidimensional in the sense that, the men would be sitting around doing nothing but complaining while the women are bringing in income if they could make income.
Yeah. But Kody doesn't even see that.
The irony from it.
Yeah, he doesn't get that.
Janelle worries about the income not being enough for My Sister Wife's closet, even though she has found inspiration in contributing products to their online boutique. So, so that's that.
I don't know if I pointed this out, but another thing I will say here is that Christine makes a point about how they need to expand the audience of their market. And she points out that this is a very niche thing. And right now they are geared towards one audience. She doesn't say niche. She says an audience.
Yeah.
And that her whole point with the t-shirt is that fans of the show might come by or different people might come and buy it because it's not so niche and it's about them. So she was really smart in what she was trying to do here, but nobody was smelling what she was stepping in.
Right. And absolutely. I mean, it might cheapen their brand, quote unquote,
but it
to
would make
sell
them money.
t-shirts. But if literally they could sell buckets and buckets, boxes and boxes of t-shirts, then that would be income producing theoretically.
Yeah. Or get people to the site to even look at the jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had to point that out because I don't think we gave her enough credit there for why she brought up the t-shirts to begin with. So.
And Christine deserves some credit for that.
She sure does. Janelle, womp, worried about the financial liability. Then we get more of Janelle here.
Yes. A wonderful transition. All of a sudden, it's the ass crack of dawn. It's literally dark out, and Janelle is getting ready to leave her home.
4 a.m. as per usual,
4 a.m.
strolling out the door.
She's got
going to meet Sean.
Get that day started bright and early. Well, not even bright and early. There's no sun.
No sun.
Just very early. She's going to meet her trainer, Sean, at the gym. And she's bringing what with her, darling?
Oh, well, she's going to have a weigh-in, and she's going to bring her own scale with because she thinks something's wrong with it.
That scale's lying to her.
Yeah, she thinks that there's not something right with it.
Yeah.
Not something right in its little robot brain.
Listen, if I had $1 for every pound the scale was wrong, I don't know if I'd have a dollar or two, I don't know. I don't think scales are generally known for being that off. But
we don't have to calibrate them anymore, which is a thing. Thank God we don't have to move the thing underneath them to calibrate them.
When you weigh 250, 300 pounds, even if it's off a couple pounds, it's like the Titanic and a couple deck chairs.
She says that she was down 30 pounds and she's been down 30 pounds and now it has stalled out. So she thinks something is wrong with her scale because she has been eating 1,500 calories a day.
Yeah.
And working out 6 days a week.
For an hour at least each day.
Yeah. So she's busting her bum and still not losing a pound.
Yeah. She's growing frustrated, of course, with the scale that must be wrong.
Another thing I have to point out here is if she's not getting adequate sleep because she's an early riser, that can affect weight loss, okay?
Right. Janelle,
remember that.
Get that sleep you need for your body to recover.
Yes.
From your strenuous workouts.
Right? I mean, God, she is probably actually in really, really great shape.
Well, she's getting in better shape, as we
Yeah.
discussed with Sean as she arrives to the gym. They go outside and she's carrying her scale with her. And Sean is trying to talk her through moving on from the weight and the scale and to emphasize actual successes. So they have some examples of this that they go through in
Yep.
this scene.
The non-scale victories.
Non-scale victories, which she has her head in the sand about because she talks about being obsessed with the scale and being obsessed with the scale her entire life.
Yeah.
And that, so Janelle is a big woman. She's a bigger woman. She's probably dealt with weight and weight insecurities her entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And so to hone in on the scale, well, it's also like she's a bookkeeper, right? She's the business lady of the family. So the numbers, I think there's some sort of connection with the numbers, the weight, watching it go up and down.
Yeah.
It's like if you feel like you can't control it, at least it's an element of something you can understand or compartmentalize or put in a thing.
I think that it also just was such a thing for a few generations
Yeah.
where it wasn't known that like muscle weighs more than fat and that whatever the BMI scale is totally fucked up and not right. And the food pyramid is completely and utterly bullshit. There is like this entire generation that were used to checking the scale, and you would see
Yeah.
commercials and Weight Watchers, and they'd have them getting on a scale and wrapping their tummy in a
Yeah, the tape measure thing.
in a tape measure.
Yeah.
I can't even think of it. And my generation is like Coke or skinny, right? Like was the vibes, the models all needed to be like
Heroin chic, Kate
heroin
Moss,
chic,
blah, blah, blah.
yes. And I think it's a generational thing, and then you do become obsessed with it. And he points out to her, he says, food isn't your obsession and your addiction. The scale and these numbers are your addiction, which, scientifically with studies makes sense, because when you don't see progress or what you perceive in your mind as progress, you give up.
Yeah, you don't see any changes and it's demotivating.
So she's been seeing this stall out happen with every weight loss journey she's had, and then she ends up giving up because of this stall out on the scale.
And that totally makes sense. And you're right. I mean, there were so many pop culture, cultural things about stepping on the scale every morning.
Biggest Loser.
So many people every morning would start their day getting on the scale, which is so not okay.
I used to do that every single morning.
Oh, that's
and I would
so
write it down in like
unhealthy.
a notebook.
Oh, God.
And I'm sure tons of women listening have all done that.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
That's
So I do feel
weird.
bad for her.
It's not
when he's
weird in a
talking about it.
judgmental way, but just like weird, like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
that's not a way to live.
Yeah, that was like a whole thing. Yeah. Well, Sean says that she's going to liberate herself from the scale today. And he gives her this giant anvil hammer that looks like it's out of frickin' Looney Tunes.
Yeah. And they use it in like CrossFit things, right?
Okay.
Like it's like a big,
Yeah.
big
Oh, like a
mallet.
mallet.
Hammer. Yeah, a mallet.
And he hands it to her and he says, "You're going to smash this scale."
Mm-hmm.
How does she react?
No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. No.
No.
Well, but eventually she does. She starts smashing it. She starts breaking it apart. Pieces of it are flying.
Piece by piece.
The glass is shattering. She does like one hit and then stops. And he's like, come on, keep going. And she's like, no. And it's like, well, you already fucking broke it. Like, keep going, keep going.
I think this is about like wasting money for her because she's so
little bit.
frugal. I
Yeah.
think she sees this and she's like, I'm going to buy another scale.
Right.
Damn it.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm just going to have to drop $40 on another scale.
Even though, to be honest, her scale looked like cheap as fuck. and
Well,
I was like, her
today it
scale
would
probably
be-
isn't right.
Yeah, today it would have been one of those inexpensive Amazon purchases where
Yeah.
maybe the scale wasn't right.
Probably not.
It's
Yeah.
probably made by small hands in China. Oh, God, how terrible. But luckily, Janelle says, I feel liberated.
I'm
Ooh.
liberated.
When I did that, my neck kind of jiggled like Janelle's. I feel
Turkey
liberated.
gobbler.
My gobbler was on full effect there.
She lets us know that she is running for the first time since elementary school.
Yeah, because they start doing sprints. Like Sean is having her run back and forth in the parking lot doing sprints. And I think Janelle is far from the only person to be like, I'm running for the first time since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like so many people enter their young adult lives and whatever and don't ever run ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to run when I lived in California. I would hike and run, and I haven't ran in a hot minute.
Yeah.
It's been years since I've run, like intentionally.
God, the last time that I ran intentionally was like before I had my firstborn, like
Right.
freaking 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Literally, for me, it's probably been almost a decade. Like maybe this summer, I'm going to do it.
We're going to turn into runners.
Well, no.
We're going to get that runner's high together and look at each other and giggle and hold hands and chuckle because we got that runner's high.
And I can feel my chortle going, oh, you're running, Chris, you're running. Run, Chris, run. Maybe my brisk morning walks, my old lady walks, maybe I'll throw in a little skip. And maybe one day it'll turn into a light jog.
A little hop, skip, and a jump.
Wow, what if I turned into a sexy man again? I could do it.
You are a sexy man. You get out of here with that.
Stop. You and your fat fetish.
Well, one thing that I've been thinking while watching this and her struggles with weight is that she might seem and feel like she's a big person, but I would say she's probably actually just a little bit above average, you know?
Okay.
When you think about, the obesity, quote unquote, issue.
Our McDonald's lifestyles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think that she thinks that she's bigger than she is because she has low self-esteem.
Okay.
So I'm happy that she's finally found a trainer that kind of gets it. And just him, even like the clips they show of him telling her, like, you need to pay attention to the different progress you're making and we need to liberate you from this. And I don't know. I just feel like so many people can resonate with that. And I still think that there's this huge body dysmorphia disorder. And nowadays it has to do with filters and Instagram models. But this is like a very early iteration of it, the scale obsession.
Yeah.
And now we've got like the picture obsession and you compare yourself to old pictures, but they're not even real because you edited them the first time. So you can't even compare yourself to that now.
You never even looked like that.
You never looked like that to begin with. So I think that while this was a short, weird blurb in the middle of the episode that kind of didn't make sense.
Yeah.
It was like hard hitting at the same time. And it was like a big moment for her that they just like shoved in the middle of this.
Agreed. And it does end on a high note.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps referencing how she feels better, how she feels stronger. And she literally brings in these pants that she had at the beginning of her workout journey. And they're too big for her to wear. And she's putting her hands in like twice and pulling it out and like demonstrating that they're just literally too big for her to even wear. And Sean is like, exactly. This is the thing. Your pants are too big for you to wear. You feel better. You look better. You're stronger. There's all of these things that have nothing to do with that cheap Chinese scale that was probably wrong.
I know. I'm like, I look at orders or like pants that I've had and I'm like, I'm 10 sizes smaller than I was 3 years ago.
Well, while you were pregnant.
No, after, like a while after.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just feel like, gosh, get it, girl.
Yeah.
And she says that she's gotten rid of all the other clothes that don't fit her, but she figured she better keep this one pair of pants. And Sean's like, yes, keep this pair of pants. This is your motivator, not the scale. And I fucking love that. And that is such a good thing to like remember for yourself is how you feel and the difference you feel now. And you're going to get that visceral reaction when you're looking at a piece of clothing that you didn't feel good in compared to like how you feel now. And it's just like powerful, weird moments in the middle of this episode.
And yet she still has like a discouraged thing about her, which is I don't want to say disappointing. It's makes me a little sad because it's like, wow, we just learned these things. You were just positively reinforced with things that are true and no one's blowing smoke up your skirt.
Yeah.
And you still have this like discouraged vibe. And that just makes me feel bad for her. I wonder what would be success to her. Like, would she need to look as thin as Robyn? Like, what would make her feel better?
But you know what? She's probably in better shape than Robyn.
Well, Robyn can't go in the wind. She can't go in the sun. She can't go in the shade. She can't eat solid foods. She can't eat liquids.
Yeah.
Like, she's a mess.
My mom is 33 years older than me, and I guarantee you that woman is in better shape than I am, have been, or ever will be.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like,
your mom, she's an athlete.
Yeah. It's just hard, like, seeing that look on her face, though, when she's talking about this. And in any of the couch interviews during this episode, she seems so disengaged. And she has for a while, which is really funny because somebody pointed out in the episode where they went on their big old Nauvoo trip.
Oh, yes, their pilgrimage.
That this was the time that she was getting dicked down.
Right.
By Kody Brown.
Their Renaissance in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
She had her Kody dick down. Yeah.
So I'm like, she's dickmatized. And maybe that's the blank stare we're seeing here. Maybe it's not like a blank stare like I hate my life right now. Maybe it's a blank stare like I'm dickmatized.
Right. Like, when are we going to get out of here? It's my night with Kody.
Yeah.
Oh, God, how sad.
Like she's seeing a literal black and white swirl over where his wiener is that's just like rotating.
She's dickmatized. Oh. Oh, Janelle. Well,
We're
we
gonna
love
go
you,
with
Janelle.
that.
Yeah, we love you. We love you.
We're going to go with that.
Not so into your digmatization moment, but we love you.
Or the fact that we just went on like a 40-minute tangent about this one little tiny segment with you and we got hit harder with it than you did at the time, it seems like. But, you know, oh well.
Yeah, she was getting hard hit by Kody's dick, so that was a whole nother
She couldn't take this on, too. Oh, God. We're going to go to our favorite place next.
Our favorite place in the whole wide world.
No, the cul-de-sac.
The cul-de-sac.
The homes. With our
Yes.
favorite, I Dream of Jeannie, I Dream of Mona.
Yes, I Dream of Jeannie meets, what was it? Did you say mystic or...
Oh, fortune teller.
Fortune teller. She's all kinds of
tarot
crystal
card
wearing,
reader.
blah, 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 blah. Yes, Mona.
Yes.
But she had to get herself a real job, which is why she's a real estate agent. And when they arrive, one of the adults, at least one, I think actually more than one, was like, wow, there's driveways. Like, yay. The
For sure,
houses
Meri
now have
commented on the fact
driveways.
that there's a driveway.
Yeah, so they're obviously going to go tour the progress of the homes. They talk about how coming up, both Leon and Aspyn are graduating from high school, so they have to have some discussion about the kids leaving and the things we've said a million times, who even fucking cares. They start at Janelle's place, and when they're walking through, they notice that the contractors put tile down through the hallway instead of the intended carpet, the hallway that goes down into the bedrooms, and it is a mistake. Mona
It's
goes,
ugly as sin.
oh, this must be a mistake. And Meri goes, yeah, it's a mistake.
It's a mistake. And we were led to believe that something awful was going to happen
Right.
by this clip in every little preview.
Yeah, it was
and-
just tile in the hallway.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's pros and cons. Janelle does say that she was hoping to have carpet in the hallway because of noise, that obviously it helps with
Because
echo.
it goes to the
and-
primary.
Yeah, and I can see that. I probably would have just been like shoulder shrug. Like when they were talking about it, they say, well, the tile costs more than the carpet. So as far as a mistake, it's not like necessarily a monetary like issue.
Except for the fact that it looks like you have islands of carpet throughout your living space and then like a moat of tile leading to the primary. And it looks like you live in a freaking hotel lobby or something weird. Like it doesn't seem normal to me at all.
Well, I know. I don't even know what to say.
It looks like
about it.
something that would be in not a residential like unit, but a commercial type
Yeah.
of unit.
Some of the finishings they're using are definitely because they go cheap. Like the big industrial looking tile. Like it literally looks like something you'd have in a commercial building.
Yeah, it's very, very bizarre.
Meri asks Mona, how did they do that? Did they look at another house plan? And my eyes rolled back into my head. And I said, Meri, quite contrary, you are a moron.
Yeah.
It was an accident. It was a mistake. Sure, maybe they looked at the wrong plan. Maybe they didn't even look once. Maybe they looked twice and fucked it up both times. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Mona's going to go, oh, let me tell you about this mistake and how it was made. I mean, good God, Meri.
The tile guy was dickmatized by the toilet guy, and he had his eyes half up, and he just kept tiling down that hallway backwards with his little booty boot, staring at the
Ooh.
toilet guy.
Sounds like the beginning of a video I'd watch.
Ooh. Toilet and tile guy.
Yes. Tile guy takes toilet guy. Part 3. Woo.
Oh my God.
Obviously, there are 4 different houses being built, and each of these houses have different options. So while we don't want to say, oh, there's going to be mistakes, whoops-a-daisy, la-da-da, well, yeah, there's going to be a mistake. And if one of them is that you have tile in your hallway, then we've already talked about this for too long. Who cares? It's a hallway.
Right.
God, this show, there's nothing going on. They're like, we're discussing the tile in the hallway, and you and I are talking about it now.
Yeah. It's some
God.
more money for the tile, so she got a good deal.
She got a good doll. She definitely got a good doll. Then we transition to Meri's home. Oh, God. And Meri walks in. And what does she say, darling, when she walked in?
Oh, God. She sees the wet bar.
She sees the wet bar.
She sees the wet bar.
They're having like a couch moment. And when Meri's talking about it, she goes, I walked into the house and I saw my wet bar for the first time. And I was so happy. And she had a legitimate happy look on her face. Like,
Cheshire Cat.
literally, I've never seen her this happy on the show.
She's like walking through her kitchen, rubbing her hands along the counters, and she goes, this is so cool. So cool.
And how many feet away from the kitchen is this wet bar, honey?
It is fucking part of the kitchen.
Yes.
I would consider this a part of the kitchen.
Yep.
It is like 4 feet from her normal sink.
I was going to say, I think there's like the kitchen proper and then a doorway into, let's say, a mudroom off of the garage or into the garage or something. And then on the other side of that is the mud bar or the wet bar. The wet bar. So literally it's between 3 and 4 foot clearance between her kitchen and the wet bar.
Yeah.
Insane.
And that's the same room. Like the door isn't between them, meaning that like there's a room between them. No.
There's
just a door frame between the 2 counter spaces.
Exactly.
I have to make that very
Like,
clear.
If you were in a wheelchair, you'd have to slow down. That's basically it. That's basically it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so you're working at the counter, and then all you have to do is literally turn your body 180 degrees, and you're at the wet bar.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's like, okay, bitch, you have 2 sinks in your kitchen.
So dumb. And she's so excited about it.
And
Like,
one of them you can wash chicken in, and the other one you can't.
Oh, God.
Don't get them confused.
Don't get them confused. Don't put any poultry in the wet bar sink. Or the wet bar sink is only for poultry.
Or you're going to end up with a mud bar.
This is it. She's very strict about this. If you put poultry in her kitchen sink, you're going to get beat with a ruler like a nun, like they would do. Like, nope. Poultry only goes in the wet bar
She
sink.
doesn't want to cause any loose stools from that wet bar.
Janelle's like shoving food down the wet bar sink. She's like, ha, 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 ha. Like, oh, God.
No.
Terrible. Yeah, Meri, this is, I was going to say I'm happy it's brought you so much happiness, but that would be a lie. You seem happy, and I'm not happy about it.
Still dying about Janelle shoving food down the wet bar sink.
Well, she just got to get her
Fuck
back.
Meri and her wet bar.
Yeah,
This is
fuck
going
Meri.
down here, too. No.
So
Okay.
good. So then we move on to Robyn's lovely home. And as we're touring, Robyn lets us know that it's been 5 years since she's been settled anywhere. Yeah, we've seen the footage. You move into places and you live in totes for months and months and months at a time. Like, I don't know, girl, you could have made yourself at home a couple times. I get it. Being, what is that word where you move a lot?
A vagrant? No.
I mean more like just, Oh, God, the people listening right now are yelling it.
Vagrant.
It's just, whatever. Yeah, when you're a vagrant, whatever. When you're a traveling circus freak like Robyn, it's hard to get settled into your home. And so every time I walk in, I feel like it's my home, she says to all the women. Do you guys feel the same? Like, Robyn, yes, everyone feels like these are their homes and they're happy about it. She's such an idiot.
Well, she says, I've never been in a place where it's felt like home.
Yeah.
This feels like home.
Right.
And then she asks the other women, do you feel at home when you walk into your places?
It was a really moving moment.
Yes.
And then Mona, ever the jewel-encrusted businesswoman, reminds them to not do anything that jeopardizes their qualifications for these homes. She says, do not jeopardize your qualifications.
And it almost felt like foreshadowing to the conversation they're about to have about losing money
Yes.
like left, right, and center.
It's so great. It's like, I wonder if she just knows them well enough that she has to tell them this every time she sees them. Or, I think that's probably the case.
And you know what? We keep seeing in the little preview moments and coming up next moments about a big check.
Ooh, a big
Somebody,
check.
Robyn, is about to touch a big check. Is it coming? Is it going?
Oh, I wonder.
We're going to find out.
Robyn getting a big check? Nah.
They try to tee it up.
Yeah,
They
there's a
tee
big
it
check.
up.
There's a big check coming. Now, after Mona gives them this advice about not fucking up their finances before buying a home, which you would think is obvious, but these people need it every time that she sees them, Janelle talks about being in the rentals for 2 years and that the family is changing in ways that they don't like. This show, they throw in shit like this. Like, we'll talk about a hallway with tile for 45 minutes, but then Janelle will say, our family's turning into a family we don't like. And it's just a soundbite.
Move on.
Bop it up. Yep,
They
yep,
don't
yep,
even
yep, yep.
say why.
Nope.
Why it's moving, how it's moving in ways they don't like. They don't acknowledge it
Nope. Kody
whatsoever.
Kody comes in right away talking about how busy they are, particularly with the older children. And I'm constantly scratching my head about this, going, other than the kids and their part-time jewelry business, what are they so busy doing? Children are, they are, people with kids are busy.
Yeah.
So that's got to be the big thing. Because other than that, what, they have once a week meetings about my sister wife's closet?
He even says, managing the building of these homes.
Yeah.
That's one of his points. He lists off all of these things that are like just normal, everyday tasks for people. And he's like, we're so busy.
So
we're
busy.
like, we're busier than the average bear type
Right,
of thing. With our
right.
bare paws and claws. We're busier than anyone else.
So busy.
And he is listing off everyday fucking life.
Yeah. We have children and we have a part-time jewelry business.
Mm-hmm.
And we once a week or once every other week have to go to see the status of our homes being built. Like, to me, this sounds like a life of luxury. It sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like, you work part-time on a shitty online jewelry business. You're raising your own children and you have to check in on the status of someone else building your home.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me.
And do couch interviews.
Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah, you do have to film your own life. So you have to pretend to have a life for them to film. Oh, God.
Yeah.
But this does give them an opportunity to transition us into McKelty's plans as one of the older children. McKelty, our favorite Brown child. Definitely the most attractive, the most intelligent, the most interesting, the most likable.
Largest eyebrows of them all.
Oh, yeah, she does have some eyebrows, doesn't she? That's why her and Robyn hit it off so well to begin with.
Oh,
They're the
gosh.
queen of eyebrows.
The overplucking of the brows.
Now, McKelty tells us that she has applied to CHN and has been approved for the second semester. CHN means what? Children's Hospital Nevada? I mean,
Oh my
who knows?
gosh.
We're supposed to surmise that this is a college where she is going to get college credits while she's in high school. I don't know that they tell us anything about what classes she's taking.
Yeah, she's going to a specific program that is for fashion and merchandising.
Okay. Well, at least it's what she wants to do.
Mm-hmm. So it's like specified a little. And that's where Kody brings up that she is 16 and he wants to know if this is really about her future career or if she just wants to look cool.
Right. What an idiot. Does he think someone at 16, first of all, knows what they're going to do with the rest of their life? And this is a stupid pressure people put on people anyway. Okay, chasing a passion, building a skill, totally. But saying that you're going to start your career at 16 years old is not common. And does she want to look cool? Who's she looking cool to? She's going to be a high schooler in college. If anything, she's probably going to be a little bit of an outcast and have to try to fit in.
For sure.
Like, and plus she came from your family, so she's a freak.
Yeah.
Like, this is just weird.
I just, she's smart, obviously.
Yeah.
Because she's taking these college courses. And that is a thing that I would recommend to anybody is to try to take college courses while you're in high school because they're paid for by the school. And on top of that, less that you got to pay for down the road. So whether or not she's working towards this specific future career or not, Kody, like, shut up. It's a
Yeah.
smart thing. She's not just doing it to be cool.
Yes. One of my brothers, his entire senior year, he went to the tech school in my hometown. Courses paid for, and it dropped a whole year off of his college education because he had it paid for. And I don't know if today he would say it was a good idea, but I'm pretty sure he would.
Yeah.
You know?
I had some friends that had done that, and they still to this day think it's a great thing that they did that. Why not? It's for full free.
It's full free. Christine shares that McKelty is the one child that keeps her up at night more than all of the others combined. Now, I think it might be because McKelty's haunting her nightmares, you know, like she's just showing up with that hair and those eyebrows and that face and that voice and her thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Oh, nightmare McKelty, keeping me up at night. But, you know, then they do give some things. Yeah, McKelty says, oh, I like to dress scandalously. I like to push buttons just to push buttons. She is the Madonna of that family.
They show clips of different...
Sorry, Madonna.
They do show clips of different times that she has been, you know, called out in front of the cameras for a certain way she was dressing.
Meri being like,
this and
McKelty,
that.
you change that shirt right now.
Change that shirt. And then
You could see her collarbone. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about this before, how like some people are just naturally more voluptuous, so they get judged for wearing something that would look very different on someone that wasn't so voluptuous.
Absolutely.
And that's happening to her.
It happens to me all the time. I get it. I get it.
Aspyn, Maddie, and Leon are having a couch moment, and they say that everyone thinks that she's the wild child. She thinks that she's the wild child, but she's not.
It's like she talks the talk, but she doesn't walk the walk.
They literally say she talks the talk, but she doesn't walk the walk.
When it comes to her rebellious shtick.
Yeah.
Which does probably end up being true. I mean, when we cut to the future, McKelty's certainly not like... She's not doing any of the things she lists in this episode of like, I'm going to move to New York and I'm going to get my ears pierced. I'm going to get my nipples pierced and I'm going to get my eyes sewn shut. Like, she doesn't do any of that.
Sewn open would be more
sewn
like
open.
her
What am I talking about?
Oh, my gosh.
I'm such a fool.
Well, she makes comments about, oh, I like wouldn't, you know, do anything with an older boy, like a college boy. But if I was getting hit on by a college boy, I would give my number to him.
Yeah, I'd give him my digits.
Yeah. And Maddie and Aspyn and Leon are like, and what? You'd tell him your age is what? That he'd be calling someone 16?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's some joke about her lying about and saying she was 19 or something. It kind of trailed off. It was a little whatever.
Like, I don't even believe that you're 16. Okay.
And McKelty does at some point acknowledge that she'll have to go back to regular high school if she messes this up. So there is some level that she's aware of, like joking aside. If I fuck this up, I have to go back to regular high school.
Yeah.
And, you know, so at least hopefully someone has given her that little talk.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm so concerned about McKelty's future. And then we move on to Leon, who wants to go to Westminster College. And so Meri and Kody are bringing them up to a campus tour in northern Utah, returning to their roots where Westminster College is. Meri talks about Leon leaving for school and how she'll be an empty nester, a real empty nester, and how she's not ready to let Leon go. And that's interesting because, yes, like, okay, your child, your firstborn, in Meri's case, her only born, having that kid leave to go to college has to be a challenge and emotionally voluptuous, as you said earlier, a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this thing with Meri where it feels like there's almost an element of like, kind of like, where does Leon get it from that everything revolves around them? Like, Meri's like, I'm going to be all alone. Like, yeah, is that really your number one takeaway? I mean, how it affects you, I guess.
Of course it is. Even though she supposedly has multiple other children by multiple other wives.
Oh, yes. She's part of this big family that she needs privacy from, of course, though. Privacy. That was one of the things at the beginning of the episode. Remember when they did the previously on and they showed the clip of her talking about the family getting privacy, being in these rentals and how she doesn't know what they're going to do now that they don't have that privacy.
She does this like little smirk, like,
yeah, that bitch is living a double life.
Yeah.
And both of those lives revolve around her.
Yeah. Even though they made a comment earlier about Christine having two personalities because she's made changes to her floor plans.
Oh, God.
Like,
lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
Oh, my gosh.
So Meri and Kody are bringing Leon up to northern Utah to tour Westminster, and they stop at the compound in Lehigh, the old split level. And when they're walking around the house, there's these voiceovers and these kind of references to how Leon may want to stay there while going to school. Kody says that's part of the reason they even kept the house, was that maybe Leon would stay there when going to college. And I'm going, well, there's like 3 apartments in this place. So I don't know. It feels a little weird. It feels like all these choices don't really make sense. It all just kind of seems like TV.
Well, they say that Leon would probably stay upstairs where they used to live with Meri.
Meri's old compound,
so in
unit.
their old area, and they go to Leon's room, and they're looking at the closet in what used to be Leon's room, and Kody says, the house was a home with our family there, and that was the soul of it. And it doesn't have the soul here anymore.
Yeah,
because the
soul
family's
of the
not
house
here.
is gone. Absolutely. It doesn't smell like them anymore, he knows.
Doesn't smell like them. It's been 2 years.
Yeah, well, it's true.
Your whole entire sister and her sister wife family lived there.
Yeah. Now it smells like another polygamist family.
Yeah. They probably all use the same recipes of,
Oh, God.
blandness. So it might still smell familiar at least.
Yeah, it's like, oh, do I smell onions and
Plain chicken.
turpentine? Yes. Whatever we use to bathe our bodies. God. Well, as they're going on this lovely tour of the abandoned home, Leon talks about how it might be good to actually stay in the dorm and have an actual college experience like that. Duh.
I think that we need to move forward, not to the past. Kody just admitted that they basically kept the Lehigh home because of Leon.
Right.
And because of how hard it was for Leon to leave. And how badly Leon wanted to be able to return.
Yes.
And how this would be a great place for Leon to use when they return. It's like, please do not tell me that this is fucking real.
I know.
Please do not tell me that you kept an entire mortgage while you were applying for new mortgages because of Leon.
This is why I'm hoping it's actually just made up and it's for TV. Because if it's real, then we have even more baggage to throw on Leon's back about being an ungrateful little swine.
Why do I feel like this is real? Why do I feel like when they moved, it was such a big deal that Leon wasn't happy there?
Right.
And Meri convinced Kody and Janelle, let's be honest, they were the only ones having the conversation, that they needed to keep the home, that they could make rent off of it for income for now, and that it would be a good investment. And why do I feel like Meri just sold her ass off for Leon to keep that home?
I would believe it. I'd buy it in a second.
Yeah.
Also, Meri's sister or whoever lives there now in one of the other units. So they totally had a way of keeping it without it completely being about Leon, even though that was probably the primary motivator.
Yeah. I think that Leon threw a huge fit when they were leaving, and I think that it went on longer than the cameras showed, and I think that this was a way to avoid more strife.
How that Leon sure gets what they want.
Well, we've seen Leon throw a fit or two on camera, and it's embarrassing.
And it will continue.
Yeah. Toddler tantrums.
They all fell. It's not a home anymore.
Not anymore. I think it's time to sell. Kody, I think it's time to sell.
So.
Well.
Fade out, fade in. Yep. Next day, they arrive at Westminster College. Kody has this wonderful, wonderful statement to open the scene. How he used to drive by and he thought it looked great because it looks how a college campus should look.
Okay.
Now, they are showing an old brick building. It kind of has like an East Coast vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So, I get it. But it's also like, do we have to put everything this man says on film? Because, my God.
It didn't even need to be.
It was totally unnecessary. They give us so much unnecessary shit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they give us clips of him all the time where he's trying to look smart or he's trying to, sound a type of way. And it's like doing the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they arrive at the college campus, they meet with Darlene, the director of admissions for Westminster College. Darlene, not to be confused with Darlene from Roseanne. This is a grown-up Darlene, a different Darlene. A Darlene at Westminster College.
And they called this meeting with Darlene not to talk about anything important or ask any good questions, except for Kody has to ask this question. We're a fundamentalist family. I'm sure you're familiar with the term fundamentalist Mormon.
Yeah.
Did you just call this meeting to talk about Leon being part of a fundamentalist Mormon family?
Right. He just wants to make sure that that won't be an issue for Leon. It's like Leon's religious background is why you're talking to the director of admissions at a college that I've heard of. Westminster is not a joke. It's a legitimate fucking school. Like, dude. This was when I was like, what am I watching? What am I hearing? What am I experiencing? And Kody was wearing a black leather jacket. And honey, did we notice anything about this black leather jacket?
There was a guess triangle on the sleeve, but it was blurred out.
Yeah.
So it was a Guess leather jacket.
Thank you. We really like the Guess brand here in the Brown family. And Meri is wearing a denim jacket with this red scarf. And it really gave me, I'm here. I'm Meri. I'm here.
The scarf.
Very dynamic to me.
The scarf rears its ugly head again later.
Oh, yes. She loves that scarf.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, Darlene reassures them that it will not be an issue at their campus. They're very open-minded. They're very accepting of different people, including you freaks.
I'm thinking to myself, okay, every single college in America says that.
I know, right? Like she's
they
going
don't
to say,
mean it.
Your child will definitely be persecuted here. We will be treating them differently.
They will not fit in.
They will not fit in. They will be ostracized. We will actually all point and laugh at them all day. Which, of course, ushers in an opportunity for them to be on the couch and for Leon to tell us again about how they want to live polygamy. My God.
I do want to live plural marriage. Quote, end quote. I should have said in there.
It's something God wants me to do. And Leon likes the relationships the moms have. And I'm going, okay, so not only are you spoiled rotten, but you're blind as a bat? You don't see that your mom has not really good relationships with these people? I mean, they've lived in a one home. I mean,
Well, they did say that they know there are some struggles, just like any other relationship.
True.
In this forced and weirdly fake interview.
Yeah.
I, for the first time, would be, watching this for the first time, not knowing of Leon's journey in life. I would think that Leon was being held to the couch with a knife to their throat saying, you support this and you're going to go along with this and you're the one that does, okay? Because this interview, it is the first time I noticed that Leon might be lying.
Okay.
That's part of the reason that, after we watched this, I asked Chris, I said, do you think that this is, a front and like a mechanism of self-preservation right now? Because this is the first interview where I've noticed it and felt that it seemed put on.
And I mean, my best guess is that at the time, Leon was confusing a sister-wife relationship with a potential lesbian relationship. A relationship of many females touching, loving, caressing the same penis.
Being next to each other closely.
Yes, smelling each other's family scents. Those kind of things.
Syncing up cycles.
Syncing up cycles. Bitching and complaining about the man of the house together. There's a lot of things that they could be doing with each other as sister wives.
Yeah. This is the first time that I've felt like it's the classic scenario of the person that just did something wrong in the room full of other people that didn't and is like going, nope, wasn't me. Nope, I didn't do it. No. Oh my gosh, it was totally that person that stole the last cookie, not me.
Oh.
Like that was the vibe that I got about the insistence about the plural marriage during this interview.
Yeah. There's an element of saying, you're not saying what you're saying, or there's something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like Leon has very strong convictions about what they believe is right and wrong, what they want to do for their future career, what they want to do to go to college. Like, very strong, very, like, opinions that are in your face, like, my way or the highway type of opinions. And this is the first time that I've felt like Leon might be questioning their own opinions.
Sure.
Is my point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we get to hear from the patriarch of the family, Kody, dear Kody, talks about how he doesn't want his kids to go into debt for college, which becomes a theme of this fucking show. It's so painful hearing him talk about college and financing college because he clearly does not understand it. And to be naive enough to think that everyone can just pay for college without any support, be it loans, parents, whatever, to think you're going to get enough scholarships to pay for Westminster University. That's very rare. That's not just something where you're like, well, if you put in a few extra hours this week, you could get a full ride to Westminster.
No.
And he doesn't seem to understand this with his children, and it rears its ugly head over and over again on this show. And he says that Leon can attend if they get enough scholarships.
Yep.
It's like, oh my God, I can't even imagine how much the school costs. It's not cheap. It's not cheap.
This will be the encouragement that they need, to get enough scholarships doing this tour. Dangle it in front of them just like we do every other hope and dream as we jerk it away slowly like a fishing lure.
Yeah, which will, yes, absolutely.
Ugh.
Then the editors bring us back to Meri's house, and it's like a different day. So like the tour's done, we're back at Meri's house, time has passed, and Kody is talking about doing this tour of UNLV with Aspyn the next day and tries to convince Leon that they should go. Like, oh, you should come with the tour. You know, you can see something else. Expand your horizons.
Get exposure to another campus.
Well, and Leon could definitely use some exposure. Logan will be giving the tour as he works in admissions at UNLV. So that's exciting. Big brother will be giving the tour to sister, and you could join and just see what another school's like. Well, Leon says it's the first step that they're going to take to try to convince them to go to UNLV. And they must not attend. Blah, blah, blah. Then they cut to the next day, and Kody is back at Meri's, because I'm assuming he left. I don't think he slept there.
Yeah, it looked like he was coming there to pick Leon up.
Yeah, and then Leon walks down the stairs in a Westminster sweatshirt. And Leon says they will not be going to UNLV. And, you know, whatever. They want to go to Utah. Well, they want to go to school to Utah for friends and to spend time with their fellow cult members.
Kody calls out here for the first time that Leon might not really want to go to Westminster because of the school, but because of the faith.
Yes.
And being closer to the faith and their community. And Kody says that for the first time, he gets it and that he will not make them come. He will not make them come along to the tour because he believes in their point of view on this.
Yeah. He refers to it as a household of faith, which is the gatherings of the other cult members on a usual basis. A household.
Not even a
faith.
Church full of them, just a household.
Nope, just a household. Because we got to meet in our living rooms because there's no real church because it's a cult. Anyway, oh my God. So the next day, Christine, Aspyn, and Kody arrive at UNLV, greeted by their oldest son, Logan, for the tour of the university campus.
The prodigal son returns.
Except for he didn't return, they went to him. And that's actually a theme here, is that he doesn't return. They're a little upset about that. Oh, no. Kody talks about Logan having a wall up because he's gone to the university, and he seems to be a little harder to communicate with, and he doesn't show up as much as he'd like. And I'm going, duh. I mean, don't you remember being a young adult and wanting to get out of your parents' house and have a separation from the family? It's a pretty common experience.
Don't you remember what it's like to get thrust into real life and have to take classes that actually matter?
Yeah, well, Kody went on a mission when he was a kid, so I don't know that he actually went to university. I don't really recall, but regardless of if you go to school or not, most people I knew were ready to get the fuck out of their parents' house and start their life. It's pretty common.
Yeah.
I don't think it's such a big deal.
Nope.
Aspen talks about it a little bit and says that Logan had so many responsibilities being the oldest of 17 kids. And so he's going extreme in his freedom. And Christine kind of agrees. And I'm like, this just feels a little bit judgmental. Like, can't anybody do anything on their own? Like, why are they making it seem like it's one or the other? I mean, a young man goes off to college. He's not going to come home every night and want to hear about, oh, what did Solomon hear on his headphones today? Like, give me a break.
Yeah, Aspen says that he's taken leaving to the extreme, that he's like cut himself out and that he's taken it too far.
Right.
And I'm like, you said it in the same breath that he's happy with the less responsibility. Duh.
And it's once again all about them and their family. It's like, what about Logan?
Yeah.
And he only lives like a half hour away. And he even later says that he goes back like every other week. I mean,
Yeah.
How many times do you need to see your family when you're in college? I think every other week is pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Just these people.
I will say that Aspyn, Kody, and Christine are all listening and watching him very intently while he's describing the buildings. They don't show him they show like a clip of them and there's voiceover over it, but they are all like actually engaged, head forward, nodding along. Like you can tell they're all listening to him and like that they're proud of him, that he's kind of in this position of power over them right now, like he's
Right.
giving them the tour.
Like he's the authority.
Yeah. And I did recognize that they all paid attention.
Yeah. Well, when they're doing these voiceovers and the footage behind it, he's wearing like a red shirt, like he's wearing the college colors, and he's very much the part of what we saw when he went to tour the school. And there was that young, attractive woman who was showing them, and Janelle thought that might turn his head. When now he's that young, attractive woman turning heads in his red blouse,
He's the young, attractive cock turning them hens in his blouse.
There you go. I'm like from Arrested Development. Cook-a-doodle-doo! Cook-a-doodle-doo! Like, what bird are you? Like, I don't know.
I just do some weird, like, turkey, peacock, hen impression.
Birds of a feather.
He does say that he is giving himself distance so that he can grow.
Yeah, and spread his wings and grow. I mean, literally, he's a young adult. It just doesn't seem that bizarre to me. I don't get it.
He feels like he wouldn't grow up if he went back too often.
And here's an opportunity for Kody to tell us that he was very naive about going public with his family. He underestimated the impact that it would have on his children. Now, I don't know if we give Kody really any kudos for being aware ever, but sometimes he does have these moments where it's like, yeah, okay, being self-reflective is nice, but yeah, you didn't think about it at the time. You're making it sound like you literally didn't give a shit the impact it would have on your children to go public? Hello?
Yeah, and then to take underage kids, even though they're your grown-up children, or what do they refer to them as? The oldest always. But either way, it's like he acts like they're older than they are. So they show them at different panels getting asked questions. Like, I don't, probably related to promoting the show or whatever it's for. But they show them on different panels with their children.
Yeah.
That at the time when this was being recorded, all were under 18.
Yes.
And they say that they hear clapping when Maddie says no, that they do not want to be plural marriage. Like, everyone's like, bravo, Maddie completely says no. And then when it gets to Leon, and Leon says that they want plural marriage, it's not necessarily booing, but it's silence, Kody says.
Yeah. I guess people aren't really enthusiastic about the youth being brainwashed into a cult.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So then they get to Logan's response, and that Logan's never really had a response.
Right.
So that's why this whole thing is coming up, because Logan's not this way or that way about it.
Yeah. He's been very Switzerland about it all. And in this moment, he has an interview where he says that he doesn't want any pressure to make decisions about plural marriage. And he's currently living as if he will choose not to live polygamy because he's just not thinking much about it. And he's starting his college life. He's starting an adult life. He wants to be his own individual person, and he's not concerned about it.
Yeah, and that's basically part of the reason that he decided to go to UNLV, was to not have pressure either which way from a college associated with the religion at all.
Yeah, not to go up to their household of faith gatherings up in Utah, like to be a individual person.
Yeah.
As the tour continues, Aspyn says that she likes UNLV and will likely go to school there, and she thinks she'll live in the dorm because that's what she thinks would be a good way to start off the college experience. And yeah, that makes sense.
And I just think that they actually supported Logan during this whole clip, which I appreciated.
Yeah. After the commercial break, when we return from TLC paying those bills, they rehash the last expo that they had. So we're going to jump right back into my sister wife's closet. And they do this rehashing of the last expo they did, featuring a soundbite from our older version of Colleen, Susan. Oh, if you remember, Susan was the woman that was interviewed when they did their last expo, and she had some powerful words. I don't know, powerful. She had a powerful opinion. She had an opinion about the family and about the freaks that are in polygamy.
And how about there are just some creepy things going on there?
Definitely some creepy things.
Creepy things. Oh, yeah. And Kody introducing this expo is very hilarious because he calls it the Christmas Craft and Gift Expo that they're going to in Las Vegas. And then we paused by accident on the sign of said expo, and it in fact was not called the Christmas Craft and Gift Expo. It was called the Holiday Craft and Gift Festival.
Right.
At a One South Point Hotel and Casino.
Right. And the reason this detail actually matters is it's a reminder of how this family paints things. The expo, this convention gathering thing, is called the Holiday Craft and Gift Festival. But Kody tells us it's the Christmas Craft and Gift Expo. So it's just, is it that dramatic? No, but it is a reminder of how they position everything. Even Kody's telling of a story wouldn't be that it's a holiday festival for vendors. It's a Christmas Craft and Gift Expo, which it is not a Christmas thing. It's a holiday thing. Splitting hairs, some people will be like, oh, Christmas, holiday, blah, blah, blah. But it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Especially when it comes from somebody from such a religious background.
Yeah.
There's the people that you hear every single year. I don't say happy holidays, God damn it. I say Merry Christmas because I just don't believe in other holidays. It's like, that's what he's doing here.
That's totally what he's doing. And it's like the whitewashing of the religion. It's the whitewashing of their stories. It's the whitewashing of their history. They just change whatever they feel like.
Yeah.
And while it might be a minor thing, people might be like, who cares if it's holiday or Christmas? It's just one of those things.
That it is a big deal to them.
Yes, exactly. Like that was an intentional thing. That was not on purpose.
So it might not be a big deal. Might not be a big deal to us normies.
Right.
No one's normal. But
well,
it's a big deal.
It's a big
to
deal.
These fundamentalist Mormons.
And I'm not sure if you're familiar with fundamentalists. You're familiar with fundamentalists.
Have you heard the term fundamentalist Mormons?
It's Christmas, not a holiday, God damn it.
God damn it.
Well, when we transition to this expo, we get this lovely shot of Meri welcoming and ushering people into their booth. And I went, holy fucking shit, my mind is blown by the Meri of it all. Not Merry Christmas, Meri Quake and Cherry Brown. Oh my God. Good Lord, Meri
worse than before.
Meri had to have been in control of this one. She had to be in control of setting everything up because the rug clashed. It was so crazy and busy and traditional, and it completely clashed with the very patterned and busy carpet of the expo itself. And this is just the flooring. As we move up from the flooring, honey, how do we describe what was happening here?
There's two chairs that are sitting betwixt everything next to each other, like you're about to sit down for tea.
Yeah, the parlor.
The parlor.
Yes.
And there are very ornate, I said, Baroque style chairs in mahogany.
We know you guys love hearing us say mahogany.
And there is a coat rack with fake vines going up it.
Yeah, it's like they took
I
a
don't know.
picture of Grandma's place from the 80s and put it into this expo booth, this Christmas expo.
Oh my gosh, they went to a ghost town out in the middle of nowhere in Nevada and they stole from the parlor and now they're all going to be haunted just like
Yes.
this show fucking haunts me.
Yes, haunts us and you. You are listening to this. Yeah, furniture that fell off the wagon from the Oregon Trail days. And it's like Mary's booth setup. And she's there just being so happy, so merry. Everyone's just so happy. Now, as we're transitioning into this expo scene, Robyn tells us, first of all, she's walking in. She's walking in. This footage of her just walking in like, boom, boom, I'm wearing my purple shirt.
Getting down to
I'm on a
business,
mission.
da-da,
Yeah, like
da-da.
it's totally the most Robyn on a mission we've ever seen. And the voiceover doesn't really match because she's like, well, I predict that we'll sell one piece in the first hour.
But
It
I don't want to
changes-
jump the gun.
It changes the vibes if you sell a piece in the first hour.
Yep.
And I'm going, oh my God, I can't imagine having a business where selling one thing in the first hour is what really is the goal. Like,
says-
oh my God.
It's always that first soul that breaks the ice.
That first salt.
It's always that first soul that breaks
first
the
soul.
ice.
Well, they had a record sale on that day, though.
Our fastest sell was at this expo.
30 minutes in. They sold a piece of jewelry in 30
It's a
minutes.
record.
It's a record. Good God. Every minute before that sale must have been like an eternity. I can't
Yup.
even imagine.
I hear Janelle in a little bit of a side conversation, and she's talking to a customer, and she goes, "An apron will be on our website in about a week from now."
Yes, so she's hawking her aprons that aren't even
Yeah,
available
not even there.
on the website.
She says, "I was hoping one would be here today, at least a prototype of an apron."
Of an apron. The wish and the hope to have a prototype of an apron at the expo, which you don't have, so you're telling people to buy it on the website, on your online boutique. No! It's just absurd. I just can't even believe this shit.
And she's like talking to a customer that's probably not going to buy any jewelry. And she's like, "Oh, no. Wait, you might like my apron with the bear paw."
Do you have the World Wide Web? If you could pull up your Netscape Explorer, and then you could go to our website and find an apron, but in a week, I think it'll be here in a week.
Do you know how to go to
MySisterWife'sCloset.com. Yes. Oh, good Lord. I wonder if they even had a card or anything to give people to like go to the actual website. I wouldn't be surprised if they had no way for people to even know to go to the website.
No, they probably had to tell people and hope that they had pens in their purses to write it down on and an old business card of someone.
Yes. They're like ripping up pieces of paper with the website on it. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, ridiculous.
Well, they did do a drawing again.
Oh.
I saw people putting their names into a fishbowl again at this one. It's
I wonder
like
who the big winner was.
we find out how much money they made at this expo, and I'm like, you gave away that much in jewelry, you dumb bitches.
Yeah. This is a successful business for sure. As the scene continues, Robyn introduces us to Gina. Oh, she introduces Gina to Christine, excuse me, as the new manufacturer of their jewelry. And it's funny because Christine's like, "Oh yeah, I remember you. And it's like,
Why
okay,
is it my prototype here?
It's like, good God, you're being a little too enthusiastic about remembering someone. Like, it's okay. Like, calm down.
We
Now,
find out
this
the
is-
name is Morena Enterprises.
Morena Enterprises. Is that Gina's last name?
I think it must be.
Gina Morena.
Morena Enterprises.
Now, we could have looked this up, but we're not that kind of podcast. We're just going to guess that Gina Morena owns Morena Enterprises.
Well, it's probably not in business anymore, so even if we would have
Right.
wasted our time looking
Would
it
that
up,
be funny
we
if it
wouldn't
was
have found
actually her
it.
ex-husband's last name and not hers?
Oh.
Woman-owned business, but it's Morena Enterprises,
But she
which is
works with
actually
her
his.
ex-husband.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's his
Oh, I
business
guarantee
name, and
it.
like, oh God, the
I
whole
guarantee
thing.
it. Maybe her first name is actually Morena.
Yeah, and then she's like, just call me Gina.
Call me Gina.
My full name's Marina, but you can call me Gina.
Call me Morena. I belong in
Marina.
Gina.
Oh, God. Okay, this is terrible. Okay, sorry, everybody. We're going to get back on track.
Oh my gosh.
Robyn, this is where the big check comes in, though. The big check.
Find out
Now,
about the check.
shocking, Robyn is not receiving the big check. She's giving the big check.
She is writing it. She is handing it over to cover the expenses of the order she just placed.
The big one, she says, the big one. And they ordered 100 pieces of jewelry. And I'm wondering, why does this have to happen at the Christmas Expo? I mean, the holiday festival. I'm assuming it's just for filming. But
must
it's
be.
just so like, my God, why are we doing this?
Maybe that was part of their contract is they had to introduce the company at
yep.
some point during the show that they were
Yes.
partnering with to make their jewelry.
You totally know. That has to be it because that's
Yeah.
the whole thing is like there's rumors down the road in the future about Kody being like, if you come and do some construction on my house, you should give me a discount because you'll be on the show. And it's like, who hires their contractor based on them being on a shitty TV show?
Yeah, and
weird.
like a discount, sure, because
Yeah.
the people that are doing that are the people you want to do business with.
Right. Like Gina from Morena Vagina Store. Like, we don't really, I mean, I'm sure Gina's a wonderful business owner and all of that, allegedly. Everything I'm saying is allegedly. Ugh, God.
But I do feel like this is more of a partnership than anything, as in like we're going to make a certain percentage of your sales if we upfront the cost for manufacturing. Because let's be honest, like these people aren't literally manufacturing these, right? Like they don't literally have silver that they're hammering out and making little rings out of.
Oh,
and
God. I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
I don't know. I thought it was
just curious.
pewter. I don't know. When she says it's sterling, I'm like, Robyn, you don't even know what sterling is. Robyn tells us that spending this money stresses me out all the time. And I'm going, Robyn, you have no problem spending money. If you're stressed, it's because someone might hold you accountable for spending that money. Oh, God, that's got to be tough for her. Spending money and then being accountable for spending that money. That's going to be rough. That's going to be rough.
No, she's going to blame it on the business.
Well, I was going to say, ultimately leading to the demise of their family.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, of course, it's just the business. It was because, Janelle wasn't able to put enough in. That's why this business failed.
That's exactly why.
Yep.
They show us her showing rings to a potential customer, and the rings do not look like two S's. It looks like a band with the S, and the S looks like a snake. And all I could think was like, she is the snake in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
This bitch is the snake.
She is a snake.
And she's putting it out there for everyone to see.
Yeah, slithering in the side.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The irony of it being a snake
Yeah.
on the ring instead of an S.
We get some conversations with some of the expo visitors, participants, whatever they're called.
Two Silver Sneakers members that happened to be walking the mall that day.
Oh, God, no. Don't get us canceled over the silver sneakers.
Well, they're interviewing them.
Yeah.
And one says, the guy, he's a hunk.
Hunk.
But she cuts off her friend who was in the middle of saying, it's really cool to see them in person. And then
Well, yeah, because they start out by saying something, like, well, I've seen polygamous documentaries, but I don't really have an opinion, and they seem nice enough. And plus, the husband, he's a hunk. So,
did I say what you wanted me to say? Can I say the other thing yet?
These two old biddies, they just are like, we're here at the holiday show, and we ran into the sister wives. Like, oh my gosh, we don't really care. My favorite back and forth, though, was actually with some random teenager with emo hair talking to Janelle about living in Vegas. And it's so funny because it's like this pairing is the weirdest shit I have ever seen. This 12, 13-year-old pimple-covered emo person is like, how do you like living in Las Vegas? And Janelle's like, we like it here. People are tolerant. And I was like, I'm not tolerant of this emo look.
They never showed them in the same camera shot.
No.
And I think this was a Frankenbite. I think that the producers asked Janelle the questions, and then they pulled a person aside and got them to re-ask the questions on camera.
I could totally see that because you're right. Like, almost, because I was wondering, I'm like, is this person, and is she on a chair? Because it's like
Nope.
they're not even kind of looking totally.
It's not even like a back and forth clip.
Yeah.
It's like one to the other clipped in together.
Well, I take back my hateful statements about you, emo freak. I'm sure that you were portrayed incorrectly on this show. I'm sorry
I'm
about that.
sure they were.
And the silver sneakers. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Christine points out how it's not busy. And she says, yep, there's no one here. I think I'm done doing expos. No, you do got to give Christine credit sometimes when she has her candid moments, because it's like, hey, man, I'm done doing expos. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. She is done, son.
She's done, son. We find out that they had sold 18 pieces.
The lowest number of souls they've ever done. 18 items sold.
We're going to have to get out the Robyn to English translation book.
You
here.
know that I literally wrote it out instead of
Yeah.
cells. S-U-L-L-S.
Souls.
Souls.
Yep. I'm starting to write deal as dill.
Let's get some cells.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Man, this show's really messing with us.
It is. Oh my God. When I say it for the first time, like in person in my real life, I'm going to like,
I
dun,
have
dun.
done it.
It's
I
gonna
have
play
done
out
it. I
loud.
said big doll like in the last week, and it was ridiculous. I had to correct myself and make a joke. It was terrible.
Oh my gosh.
We get a lovely gem, a jewel, a big doll here from Robyn. And she tells us, building these homes makes me have to work that much harder on my sister wife's closet. When I sit down at this computer and work hard every day, she starts choking. And because she's literally lying. She can't even get through the statement. She's trying to tell the story about how she sits at the computer and works so hard every day to make money for their families so they can afford these homes because my sister wife's closet is going to solve all their problems. And she can't even get through it without physically having reactions.
Yeah.
She can't even do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this bitch is lying. And they show Christine and Janelle, and they're just like, listening, and I'm like, oh, you bitches have to know this is not even real. It's not even real.
I thought that on the couch, Christine was wearing this oversized Mickey Mouse hoodie. And I was like, what the fuck is she wearing? It looked like she was wearing an oversized men's Mickey Mouse hoodie. And then when they got closer to her, I realized it was another fucking scarf.
Oh, God.
She
more
was wearing a
scarf.
nice shirt, but she had a Mickey Mouse scarf
Oh, God.
wrapped around. It was black and white, and she was wearing a black shirt.
Oh, no.
So it literally looked like she had just like rolled out of bed and put a hoodie on, but she was wearing a nice shirt with a Mickey Mouse scarf. I had to pause and I said, there's something significant that happened here, and I wrote it down.
There's something significant that happened here. Dreams can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart.
You remember me pausing it and being like, I have to write something down? Yeah.
And it was the scarf.
Oh, God.
Oh, honey. This show
Fooled
really
me.
is rotting our brains. Like,
She
this is
fooled
not
me.
okay. All right. Well, now we're going to go to Christine's house. Thank God. And guess who's back? Dr. Guido!
Dr. Guido!
Pew, 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 pew. Dr. Guido, who, if you don't remember, we met with previously about Logan's college things.
No, they did a high school future parent-teacher conference.
That's right.
And we met Mr. Dr. Guido, and we're told that he was the children's favorite teacher, and he's spoken so highly of in their home.
That's right.
And how Kody was nervous to meet him.
Yeah.
Janelle was nervous to meet him. She got stuck in the desk on her way out.
Yeah. Cody wore this like three-piece suit to meet Dr. Guido.
Yes, he did.
That's right. It's all coming back to me now.
Yep.
And Dr. Guido is at Christine's house to talk to some of the children about preparing for college. And first on the docket is Leon. And Leon says they want to be a pediatrician. Now, we knew Leon wanted to be a doctor. I think this is our first time hearing about the pediatrician vibes. And I love Dr. Guido because Dr. Guido asks something along the lines of, well, can you handle a kid dying?
Yeah, Dr. Guido says whenever somebody tells me that they want to be a pediatrician, the first thing that I ask them is, are you ready to see a kid die?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit stark, it's a bit dramatic. It's an attention getter, and he's getting some attention. And
Now-
it's a reasonable question, though.
It's a very reasonable question because people don't think of those things. I will say what might have been a step too far is that he brought
A VHS
tape
Yeah.
of a doctor in a real life situation working with a family and then finding out that the child has died.
In surgery. So apparently this video has interviews of the doctors with the patient and blah, blah, blah. And then the kid dies in surgery. And it's like,
It's dark.
my God.
And he goes, I show this to anybody that says they want to be like a doctor or a pediatrician. And he's helping paint like the reality, like for Leon. And Aspyn was like, he didn't have to kill their dreams.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get it. But at the same time, kind of like it's a fair enough thing when you're asking. I would say when you're asking someone after doing their rounds for the first time that's had a great time in the pediatrician area, then it's a good time to ask
Maybe,
someone that's studying medicine.
Yeah.
Probably not a great thing to bring up with a 16 or 17-year-old.
Well, he's just trying to paint a picture. Not a picture, a picture.
Sure.
For the Brown youth. And I think that it is warranted because think about some of these people. You've got Christine, who literally went through all of the work to become a real estate agent before realizing she'd have to be a real estate agent. Like these people, it's a little shock value. It's a little shock factor, whatever. And I think it's appropriate, but it is a bit much.
The thing I felt the weirdest about this whole clip is that Dr. Guido helps kids with scholarships. Does this mean he usually comes to their homes?
And meets with their family.
Yeah.
No, I think it's for a TV show, right?
Okay.
I mean, I could imagine him taking meetings like after school and going through things, but I don't imagine he's making house calls to like talk about scholarships. But I don't know. I mean, my parents were never like, let's have a teacher over to talk about scholarship options. Like that was not a part of my life. So I don't know.
Right?
Dr. Guido suggests that Leon start applying to scholarships now. He basically says it's never too early to start applying, so encourages all of the kids. He said something like, you can apply as early as a freshman or something. Like, get the ball rolling now.
And he'll help Leon and the kids fill them out.
Yeah.
We find out a little bit more about McKelty's situation and starting school, going to college herself.
And there's a moment on the couch where Christine talks about how the school will basically cost $40,000 a year, which is quite expensive because he asks her something about, do you know what it takes to get your associates? And it's like, getting an associate's at $40,000 a year back in this time, that's a very expensive associate's degree. Like most associate's degrees are not $40,000 a year.
Yeah, I think that sometimes with these like schools of thing, like a school of hair, school of cosmetology is what they would call it, school of fashion and merchandising, which I think is what she's going into. I think they're more like a 2-year program or a 1-year program, so they cost more.
Yeah.
Because beauty school back when I went in 2010 was $20,000 for 1 year.
For 1 year, yeah.
So
yeah, I just think $40,000 for a year in associates is a lot.
Crazy.
But,
It is a lot. It's crazy. Because then Kody talks about how as a family, they feel like they need to help fund education. And it doesn't matter what school the child is going to. And it doesn't matter if they're going to equal like costing schools. It's what they're going to do with their lives. And we need to support them all.
But obviously they have their limitations. The number of children they have, how much money school costs. Like, it's almost like he's being non-committal while also acknowledging that they want to help. Like, we want to help and we want to do whatever, but we can't pay for it.
But if you don't do this, then I guess you're not going. It's almost like he's putting the failure on them, the child, instead of him, the dad, for not being able to pay for it.
Yeah.
He's like moving the blame as he usually does because he knows that they can't afford it.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't even afford one kid's college tuition.
Right.
So, like, he's delusional.
And this hang up on not getting debt, this comes up more and more. We'll talk about it later in other episodes. And so saying you're not going to co-sign for student loans while also telling your kid you have to figure out how to pay for college is setting them up for failure. It's literally doing what he does. It's what he does with his wives. You're going to be the failure. I'm going to put it on you. I don't have to take any accountability.
After you ground into them that education is important and they all need to go to school.
They all
and yada,
need to go
yada,
to college. Yada. Absolutely.
Yep.
So gross.
And, Leon can't even miss a fucking gym class.
Right, because they're going to be a doctor.
They're going to be a doctor.
But can you see a child die, doctor?
Pediatrician.
Yeah, well, it would have been fun to watch Leon watching that tape. See, they don't give us the footage we really want.
Right.
Gotta talk about the tile in the hallway. My God.
Oh, boy.
Our next scene is my sister wife's closet meeting. Ooh.
Yet again.
Another jewelry meeting.
We find out from Robyn that they, in fact, sold 19 and not 18
yes.
items.
A big difference. I love how her accounting is so bad that she thought they sold 18, but they really sold 19. And then as she's going through this conversation, she says they made $736 in profit. Kody has to ask her, like, well, does that include the cost of the jewelry? And her language, I don't even remember what she said, but it's something like, I minus the cost of the jewelry, and I minus this, and I minus that. I'm like, girl, you sound like an idiot. Like, she doesn't even know how to talk about a budget.
I think she says I included.
Okay, well, that actually sounds...
I included the cost of the jewelry, included this.
Better than what
it's
I was thinking.
Bitch, did you include all of us for our time served?
Our time served. It sounds like it's like a prison sentence.
Are you paying us out of this $736?
Did you include the cost of Meri's furniture rental? She had to lug that furniture on her back down to the Christmas Expo.
All while she was dealing with her wet bar overflowing from
so stressed.
Chicken bits.
Talking to strangers on the internet, trying to stay private in her privacy. So just a lot. And $736 in profit. They didn't tell us details about this expo as far as like how many days they worked. Remember the last one we got more details.
Yeah, we didn't get any details about the days. And I would assume that this was at least 3 days because holiday expos are usually...
See, I was assuming 2. I was assuming it was like a Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. I don't know.
I think since it's Vegas, I personally assume it's longer, which means it would be even less money to pay each of them those days.
Right.
So I don't know.
Who knows? But remember when they were introducing us to the expo, we laughed about the name of the resort.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was? You just said it a little bit ago.
It is called South Point Hotel and Casino.
Yes, South Point. And we were kind of LOLing about what does the South Point mean? Because when they showed a picture of the building, I thought, well, that looks like the the Temu version of the Bellagio. And it's no, it probably is. It's probably some sort of shitty motel that
off
has
the strip.
Yeah, off the strip.
At least 10 blocks.
That has a conference center with horrible carpet. And, Meri could drag her furniture in there, and they made $736, let's say, over a weekend. So all 4 of them, did we see Kody at the
expo?
Okay.
I think so.
So all 4 of them over a weekend, splitting $736 in profit. So it's you made less than $200 each on an entire weekend, probably, of effort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why Janelle says what she says. She's like, can we even pay for the cost of the jewelry? And that's what Robyn's like, yes. I minused it. I subtracted it. I did whatever. And I'm like, do I even believe her? No, I don't even think Janelle believes her. I think Janelle's probably like, you're probably doing the math wrong.
Well, Robyn's using this book for drawing in it's this weird, it looks like a textbook but with blank pages.
Okay.
And she's using this bizarre book that's maybe it's her design book where she draws up her imaginations
okay.
Well,
we know she used graph paper for her initial sketches. Do you think this is moved on?
This is her free ball in it.
Oh, there's no lines, there's no grids?
There were no lines, no graphs,
She's
no charts.
sketching outside the lines.
She is. She's making that bear paw a little wigglier.
I love how she's taking meeting notes on a paper without lines.
That's is.
So Robyn.
And you can see the math and the numbers diagonal across the page.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
It was really weird to me the way that it looked. It looked like a big textbook with rounded pages even.
Yeah.
And blank pages. Like a sketchbook of somebody that would be I'm keeping this sketchbook on my shelf for life.
Yes.
What
she
the
spent
fuck?
half of her profits on the notebook to take
No
notes for the
shit.
meetings.
That would not have been cheap.
Yeah, that's like a custom notebook.
So
Oh my
weird.
God.
So bizarre.
Why am I even doubting her math skills? I am such an asshole. You know, because Robyn, she knows what she's talking about. In fact, she lets us know that it might take a business 2 years to even turn a profit. And we both were like, isn't the common phrase 5 years?
We looked at each other and said it's 5 years. 2 years. It takes actually about 2 years to build a business and make a profit.
I mean, it's common knowledge, this 5-year thing. I mean, you don't even have to own a business to be aware of this. It's pretty much just part of like a vernacular of common day everything. So I don't know. She's just so wrong. I don't know how she can be so wrong all the time. And can you imagine being Janelle, particularly Janelle, any of these people?
Because you know she knows it's 5 years.
You know Janelle's like, are you fucking kidding me? Which then, you know, Janelle says, I can no longer invest time in this business. I need to disengage. Now, my criticism of Janelle here is because I'm going, bitch, you just, in like one of the last episodes said, I have recommitted. It's like she's disengaging, recommitting.
Yeah.
You know?
And even in this same couch interview, you know, there's something between it here, but she comes back and she says again, well, I became more of a part of it because I realized I could be represented, like through the t-shirts. She basically is like, I won't back all the way out and I've got my niche here, but also somebody's got to pay the bills and be realistic.
Yeah. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's just, I don't know why she's such a flip-flopper on this. It's like weird.
She's not handling the conversation well because they obviously don't talk enough. So she doesn't know how to get to the brass tacks of it all.
This is it. They don't talk. They only talk when they're filming.
Right.
For the most part.
Yep.
So when she's saying she's not able to pay bills and blah, 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 she needs to go back into real estate. It's like, am I having deja vu? I thought we just talked about this, that you were going to go back into real estate and then you decided not to. But now it's like, what are these people doing all day? Why can't you be in real estate and then go to one weekly meeting where you're like, oh, I have to send off an email to the distributor to get these aprons over or whatever the fuck she's hawking? Like, is she working 40 hours a week on making aprons? She's totally not because she didn't have a fucking apron at the expo. I mean, these people, I'm sorry. I just do not understand what they're doing all day.
Well, and after Janelle says this about how it's basically not going to pay her bills, Robyn goes, wait. See, that's interesting because you're talking about it covering your bills and I'm thinking of the family. And Janelle's like, I'm just saying it's literally not going to pay my light bill.
My light bill, yeah.
Robyn tried to make her look bad there.
Totally.
But there was no reason for it.
Well, what is Janelle supposed to do with her less than $200 over a weekend? I mean, literally the light bill. Like, could she pay her electric bill?
Like, how much does it cost to keep your lights on, Robyn?
Right. Like, Robyn's dumb as fuck. She doesn't get anything.
And she tried to call that out. They tried to call attention to it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Robyn. Oh.
Oh. But because it's Robyn, it falls flat and it doesn't make any sense. And it's absolutely idiotic.
No, Janelle's right here. It's not paying the bills.
Right. And Christine is the opposite of Janelle. She wants to invest more. Oh my God.
Oh, it's so touching though.
Oh, it's so touching. Christine prayed about it and realized that she needs to support Robyn's dream because that's what it would be to be a good sister wife.
Yes. She's more invested because her relationships with her sister wives made her realize that she wants to help more. So that she can be closer to them and support Robyn's dreams.
And I'm going, bitch, you misinterpreted what God said in your fucking prayer. Yeah. You're praying, which, of course, we know just means she's hearing her own thoughts. And her own thoughts are telling her to do this thing. And I'm going, my sister wife's closet is a business. This is not an opportunity to strengthen your barely there relationships. Like, it's just bizarre. Like we've said repeatedly. Go to fucking dinner, you know? Have a movie night.
Get your kids together more.
Spend time with your kids together.
Robyn says, it makes me feel loved. It makes me feel loved Because her and Christine kind of go back and forth about, how this is going to be a bonding relationship for them now. And, I'm happy she wants to be a part of my business. It makes me feel loved.
Feel loved. It's like because someone's delusional enough to buy into your stupid fucking idea.
Yeah, like because someone's trying to kiss your ass so that they aren't on the outs with the entire family because you're the
New
neck
favorite
steering
wife.
the head right now.
Absolutely. And of course, Robyn has to give us another precious pearl. She's like, given a certain amount of time, this business could absolutely support our family. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You've already seen how you basically barely sell anything at any expo. You've all struggled to get vendors lined up to produce things like t-shirts and aprons, which you don't actually even need a vendor to do. You could just do it yourself.
Right.
And, you might fail, but you could do it yourself.
Miserably with your Cricut. But...
But I mean, you don't even need to rely on other people to be doing this shit, and you can't even do it. And you think you're going to support your family because you're so delusional that you think this business is going to make enough money in 2 years to be able to do that.
You couldn't even support one household on this income, much less all of them, and brand new houses and brand new mortgages.
It's so weird. You couldn't even literally pay for one person to have rent to just live in an apartment.
So why is it a big deal if the rest of the family wants to go out and get a different job to earn more money for the family? She's acting like she's so disappointed that they all aren't doing this thing. Yeah. Why would you be mad if someone wants to go out and have a career and bring in more money?
More money. And what is there even to do? This is the thing. Like,
we don't know.
They have ideas like making aprons and t-shirts. And I'm going to give Robyn a little credit here. They're not even bringing that to the table, right? So they haven't showed up with their aprons and t-shirts. Maybe they do need to invest a little more time. How much more time? You're meeting once a week? How many months does it take to make an apron? I mean, my God.
I came up with designs for the towels that I wanted to do in a week?
20 minutes.
2 weeks. 20 minutes tops.
But honey, you're a brilliant creative. And,
Robyn's got this sketchbook that's 600 pages. So.
Yeah. And it cost more than the money they made over an entire weekend in profit. So Robyn is a maven of business. So she's so brilliant, that Robyn. But they agree to meet in another week for another meeting of my sister wife's closet to talk about how no one's doing anything. No one's showed up. They're not making any money, but yet somehow this is going to support their whole family.
It's going to sustain every single household associated with the Brown name.
And as they're wrapping up, Kody gets up and says, well, I've got other work to do. And I'm going, what other work? I just do not understand.
I don't know.
I just don't.
He's got to go do red light therapy on his scalp, Christopher.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's got to go try to find another wife, a fifth wife, because he's like, oh, God, all these wives are costing so much money. I need to go find someone else to bring in some real money.
I need another Band-Aid. I need another piece of bacon, literally.
Yes, absolutely.
I need something else to fix our bacon, literally.
I've got an apron he could wear. I like pig butts, and I cannot lie.
Oh.
Kody could be naked behind that apron, digmatizing Janelle, hiding it from her.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. All right, honey. Mustard seed and shit stain. Who are you going to give your mustard seed to this episode?
I'm going to go with Janelle just because of the little bit that we got of her and Sean, her trainer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it hit her in the moment quite as much. I think she did almost cry when she broke the scale. And I hope it was from a feeling of freedom as opposed to a feeling of I wasted money.
Yeah. I'm going to have to buy another scale.
Yeah, I regret this. But I think she had a little bit of a breakthrough there. And I think any viewer at the time watching it and now watching it would resonate with that. So I think she's going to be my mustard seed here.
Excellent choice.
Yeah.
I feel like you stole my mustard seed from me.
Oh, shucky
violently in the
darns.
night. So I'm going to give my mustard seed to Mona. And I think Mona is acceptable as a side character. She's reoccurring enough. It's not a throwaway mustard
Just
seed.
like every other episode, there's,
she's
3
around.
minutes with her.
She pops in there with her crystals.
Yeah.
Mona has given us some foreshadowing. Mona has warned us many times about how we need to stop derailing the construction crew and the contractor and putting more things and causing delays because they said they needed to be in the house by Christmas. That was their number one goal, and she's trying to keep them on track to do so. She also told them, do not do anything to put your financing in jeopardy. She has warned them repeatedly. It's almost like every time we see her, she's like, don't fuck up your finances and don't cause delays to your own construction.
As Robyn writes a big check, obviously, in the middle of this episode. It was foreshadowing, bitches.
Foreshadowing. And I feel like Mona is probably the only one on this show that we've seen that actually does her job and does her job well. Oh, no, Meri sells shit online well, but we don't really know about that because they don't talk about it on the show. So, Mona, you get my mustard seed. I am a fan for this episode. Mm-hmm. And thank you for telling these people to not fuck up their financing and to stop delaying their own progress because that was their number one goal.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Also, please bless us with your crystal nipple rings, and we'll love you forever.
Mona, if you want to share your crystal nipple rings with me, I will gladly model them for our listeners. Okay, darling, shit stain. Do you want me to go first?
You go. You do your thing.
Men's rights, the manosphere. I'm going first. And my shit stain goes to one Robyn Brown. Because Robyn Brown, she can't do math. She can't do basic math. She can't do simple math. She doesn't know how to even figure out profit from a weekend at an expo. She said it can take up to 2 years for a business to become profitable because she's an idiot and she doesn't even know a simple phrase that most people know that don't need to own their own business or anything like that. And she wore a purple shirt to the expo. She walked in like she was there to do something, which I don't like because that bitch can barely walk or do anything. So it was misleading the population. And, she introduced us to Gina and not very well. Robyn. Also, she looked really bad in some of her confessionals. Like, they did some close-ups on her face, and I was like, oh, honey, we're starting to see the slow decline into what Robyn looks like today. Remember, she was young and spry, and she was so hip and whatever.
She was, hunched over. Yep. She was wearing a, printed top that definitely aged her, especially compared to the
Was she wearing, a yellow shirt at one point? There was something yellow happening in one of her moments that was very this is not your color. And
then there was
McDonald's
a pink patterned shirt on the couch.
She was just looking
rough.
I'm starting to notice Robyn's aging and changing. It's like she's
dressing like Janelle in a way.
Kind of.
This episode, it was really weird.
It was weird. And it's like her face has turned from a youthful person into stone. Like
sad
she's
eyes.
Becoming more Robyn.
Yeah.
And it's happening in front of our faces. This is her 6th season on a TV show. She should be in a glow up. This is when you're like, I've got the hair, the makeup, the crew, the glam squad. I've got everything going. I know what angles work for me. I've been on TV for 5 seasons, and she looks worse than ever.
So this is, to be fair, this is the 6th season, but they say they've only been in Las Vegas for 2 years. So this has only been 3 years or more than 3 years. Yep. So she's lived 6 years in the last 3 in reality TV show terms.
So either we should give her more grace or we should give her less grace because she's actually had less time. It's not been 6 years. It's only been 3.
I think that she can't keep her lies straight, and now she's being recorded while saying them, and that's aging the bitch.
Yes. Well, she's not looking good.
Because she's not be telling the truth all the time. She just does not tell the truth.
She just does not tell the truth.
She's not a truther. She's a liar.
She is definitely a liar, and it's showing all over that face.
It's aging her every 2 years to hour 1.
She is in fast forward going towards what we see today.
Oh, my God.
Your shit stain, darling?
It might be shocking again here, but my shit stain is going to go to Aspyn.
Aspyn?
Yeah. And I'll tell you why.
Oh, wow.
Of course. That's the whole point of this.
Right. That'd be funny if you were like, it's Aspyn, and then it's like, let me call you sweetheart. Oh, God. Oh, no.
And then we get comments that are like, thanks for cutting her off. We didn't want to hear that bitch
We didn't want to hear her anymore. Oh, thank you, diehards, for sticking with us. So good.
This is why you put me last.
Every episode, I'm like, I'm going first so we can cut her off.
You can drop it off.
That's so good.
Oh, my God. No, she just went to tour UNLV.
Yep.
Why?
Because she thinks she might go to college there.
They went into so much detail about what Leon and McKelty want to do.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Aspyn's going on a tour.
Yep. And does she even go there? I'm not sure.
For why?
I know.
And they don't even
talk about her things
no.
at all.
But then
Yeah.
also she gets on Logan's ass in her voiceover saying that he's doing too much to separate himself from the family.
Right.
Because he has less responsibility now and he's happy with that. So now you're happy with less responsibility? What is he not supposed to be happy with that?
Right.
She's saying it like she's resentful.
Her and her mom both sounded like selfish assholes during that segment.
Yeah.
I was like, what is your problem?
They were looking and listening to him like they were proud of him, though, which is I think that maybe production asked, knowing that Logan worked in admissions, hey, can you guys go do a tour here then? Leon won't go.
Right,
Leon won't go.
Yeah,
Let's have Aspyn do it, to tie it into the episode because it's about college.
maybe.
But I didn't like it, and I didn't like how that comment was made about Logan being happy and having less responsibility, and how dare he, because he's pulling away from the family. Because they definitely made it a long enough clip where they were pulling you to that on purpose.
Yeah, we're supposed to draw conclusions from that.
Yeah. And I did, bitch.
And I did too. And you're right. It was not a good look for her.
No.
I am surprised. I think people are going to be a little shocked to hear Aspyn, because Aspyn is overall a liked Brown child,
Yeah.
She's a fan favorite, honey. You're going to have to question these choices in the future.
I'll just astral project into everyone's dreams and haunt them. I will be the thing floating above your bed when you open your eyes and can't move. That's what's going to happen.
Our Keep Sweet moment this week is a comment on YouTube from someone that we just recently gave a Keep Sweet to. So, friendly reminder, keep leaving comments and giving us praise, because we might read your name 2 weeks in a row.
Keep creeping sweet.
Keep being sweet. Tweet. So, Ash Fo 3II. Now, still could use some help with how to say your username. Ash Fo 3II left a comment on YouTube on our Polygamist Pilgrimage into the Past episode recently. And their comment is in response to your story, Kimber, about the recreational vehicles and seeing the names of the manufacturers or the companies and hollering them at your husband, startling him as he's driving and putting everyone's life at risk. And Ash Fo 3II says, I have a friend whose game is to not only shout out the camper name, but to preface it with the word anal.
Anal cougar.
Their example is Anal Freedom Elite.
Yes.
Which isn't the worst that they've heard, which I love that.
Yes.
Anal Freedom Elite, that's great. You know what? Anal Freedom Elite is just what this country needs. And thank you, Ash Fo 3II, for bringing Anal Freedom Elite to our ears and to our hearts. Anal Freedom Elite.